namaste. Hi, everyone. Well, I wanted to do a reading on, um, there we go. I wanted to do a reading on how can I make my readings better. Anyway, so go through what came out. First thing that came out is the foe, the enemy of the readings. And if you use this, it will become a consolation instead of a good reading. And so what's the foe? Too much thought, too much critical thinking about where you're going with it. Okay, so again, if it's not done with intuition and it's done trying to say this card is this card is that, and oh my god, did I remember everything? You'll wind up stifling your readings rather than them having a good flow to them. So let's continue to go forward. So the first card out is nurturance. Okay, nurture your readings. You know, you learn, things come along as you go. And again, they keep building one on the other, one on the other. One keeps learning as they go. Have gentleness. Have gentleness in your reading, gentleness with yourself. Don't get too critical with things, caught up. Dullness. Okay. So again, it's not, dullness doesn't mean stupid or something like that, dullness. It means that not everything is bright and shiny in this. You have to look at the texture of things. Connect with it as it is. Connect with it and feel every aspect of it. And then that will bring it into synthesis. That will bring everything together. But you've got to connect with it, whatever aspect is there. Okay, you start to initiate, initiative. When you're doing your readings, again, you look at all the things in here. Like in this card, I don't know if you can see, oh, here he is. Way down here, we have a little spider. Okay, and the spider weaves the tail. Okay, you go to the point. You have the point of the thing. So it's going to be driven home, what you're saying. You need to weave the tail to drive it home, to look for the owl, for the knowledge that's there. And the owls are usually in the dark. So you look at those things which are not quite so obvious. Okay. Then you go with like the mouse with purpose. The mouse, the mice can go anywhere. I mean, they are agile. They go here and there and they're into everything and, chewing on every little bit, every little thing they can find. Okay. Then again, with it, you have to be the wanderer. Okay, you go when you're doing your reading. It has to be a traveling, an adventure. You keep moving with it, broaden your horizons. You go internally. You're doing this with yourself. You go internally. You confront, again, you look at the things, you look at the perspective of it. Again, with this one, you would look at the perspective. Where is he at? Where is he standing? What is he doing? What is the other person doing? And you read that. You read that as a visionary thing. And then you have to have the freedom, like the wild horse there. They're just going with the flow, enjoying that motion, that movement, the freedom of what's taking place with it to take you on a grand adventure. Every reading is like an adventure that one is going. And if you approach it this way, you will be like the Queen of Swords. You've got the information, okay? You're not stressed about it. You're sitting there. You're sitting there to give it out. In a strength, a quiet, relaxed type of strength. Next comes the Emperor. Now, if you see behind him, he's got all of the, excuse me, let me get a drink here. He's got all the astrology things behind him, okay, with how the universe works, okay. He's got his wand, and on the end of it is just absolutely everything in motion, the motion of the universe, okay. And you understand that things are constantly in flux, okay. Motion, things are moving, it's in flux. So just have fun with it, okay. Enjoy it. Open yourself up to enjoy it. Don't stress about it, okay. Understand it's an open door. It says homeward bound, okay. You're on your way. You're on your journey. Everything is connected. Now in this homeward bound, as you're going through, it's nice, as you're going through these gates, you're going from one point to another point. But as you see in here, everything is connected. It's all connected. And that's the way the universe is, just as this. We have the triangle. This is Shakti. Everything in the phenomenal existence is connected. Triangle to triangle to triangle, so many points of interconnection going on, okay? So that's the reading that we have on how to make the tarot readings better, okay? So again, in the case here, it's the foe is too much thinking. And if you get too much thinking in there, then you'll have a consolation type of a reading. Rather than a full reading, you'll get something that's kind of like, oh, okay, well, it was not the best it could be, but it's a consolation. Okay, it'll do type thing. So again, go with the flow, enjoy it, keep your mind open, don't think too much, let things come in a spontaneous manner, okay? Open yourself to that intuition rather than trying to logically deduce every card, because even though you have things about what specific cards mean, in different readings they might take on a whole different feel, a whole different thing. It might be, in fact, the opposite of what it means in a reading you just did before. And it has to go based upon your feelings, your emotions, how you're connecting with it in that moment. Especially if you're doing a reading with somebody else, you will, if you're an empath, okay, I guess not everyone is an empath, but if you're an empath, you connect with their emotions. And when you connect up with their emotions, that also plays a part in how the reading turns out. Okay, it might skew your idea about the card based upon their feelings, their emotions, their things. You might be picking that up. Okay, so that skews things again in another direction. Okay, so anyway, these are again some more hints on doing readings. Again, make it an adventure. If you're a reader, make it an adventure. Don't get too critically minded about it, because sometimes then you can try to become very stilted in what's coming through. Okay, so again, don't forget the universe is very fluid and everything changes. If your reader, your things that you're reading, again, in any moment we have free will, and we can go from this direction to this direction in a heartbeat. Okay. So remember, no reading is set in stone. Everything is in flux in the universe, and what you're reading now is your best interpretation of things as they are going in this second in time. Okay, doesn't mean that it can't change in 10 minutes down the road. Okay, namaste. Have a great day, everyone. I put on this black, and now I look like I'm just a head floating here. It's pretty funny. I think that's why you don't wear green if you're standing next to a green screen, because you just look like a floating head. Anyway, namaste. Have a great day, everyone.